We are the 100% Hebrew Israelites. All praises and glory to Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Ha, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and to the elders who are teaching the truth. And shalom to the hopeful elect, pushing the word to the four corners of the earth. Reading Ecclesiastes chapter 12, beginning at verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahawah and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. For Yahawah shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. We are to fear Yahawah and keep his commandments, and that is our whole duty as man. And Yahawah will bring judgment to every work and secret thing, whether it be good or bad. I'm reading from Ecclesiastes chapter 11, beginning at verse 7. Truly, the light is sweet and a pleasant thing it is for the eyes to behold the sun. But if a man live many years and rejoice in them all, yet let him remember the days of darkness, for they shall be many. All that cometh is vanity. Rejoice, O young man, in thy youth, and let thy heart cheer thee in the days of thy youth, and walk in the ways of thine heart, and in the sight of thine eyes. But know thou that for all these things Yahawah will bring thee into judgment. Therefore remove sorrow from thy heart, and put away evil from thy flesh, for childhood and youth are vanity. Truly the light is sweet and pleasant for the eyes to see the sun, and if a man live for many years and rejoice in them, let him also remember the days of darkness, for there shall be many, and all that cometh is vanity. So rejoice, young man, in thy youth, and let your heart cheer in the days of your youth, and work in the way of your heart. But know that for all these things Yahawah will bring thee into judgment. Therefore remove sorrow from your heart, and put away evil from your flesh, for childhood and youth are vanity, or fruitlessness, also profitless, or uselessness. I'm reading from Romans 8, verse 28. I'm reading from Romans 9, beginning at verse 11. For the children, the sons being not yet born, neither have done any good or evil, that the purpose of Yahawah according to election might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth. It was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with Yahawah? Yahawah forbid. For he said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. So then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of Yahawah that sheweth mercy. All things work together for the good to them that love Yahawah, to them are called according to his purpose. For Yahawah foreknow and predestinated to be to be conformed to the image of his Son Yahawah, that he be the firstborn among many brothers. And the brothers be justified, and he whom justified them, he give glory to his elect. If Yahweh be for us, who can be against us? Knowing Yahweh not sparing his own Son, but delivered him up for us all, how shall he not with him also freely give us all things? I'm reading Ephesians chapter 6, beginning at verse 14. Stand therefore, having your loin girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of Yahawah, praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints. And for me the utterance may be given unto me, that I may open my mouth boldly to make known the mysteries of the gospel. Take the shield of faith, whereby you shall be able to quench the fiery darts of the wicked. Take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of Yahawah, always praying and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints. I'm reading from Ephesians chapter 2, verse 8. For by the grace are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourselves, it is the gift of Yahawah, not of works, lest any man should boast. For we are his workmanship, created in Hamashiach Yahawah unto good works, which Yahawah had before ordained that we should walk in them. Wherefore remember that ye being in time past Gentiles in the flesh, who are called uncircumcision by that which is called the circumcision in the flesh, made by hands. That at the time ye were without Hamashiach, being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel, and strangers from the covenant of promise, having no hope, and without Yahawah in the world. But now in Hamashiach Yahawah ye, who sometimes were far off, are made nigh by the blood of Hamashiach. For he is our peace, who hath made both one, and hath broken down the middle wall of partition between us, having abolished in his flesh the enmity, even the law of commandments contained in ordinances, for to make in himself of twain one new man, so making peace, and that he might reconcile both unto Yahawah in one body by the cross, having slain the enmity thereby. Take the shield of faith, whereby you shall be able to quench the fiery darts of the wicked. Take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of Yahawah, always praying and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all the saints. By grace are you saved through faith, not of yourself. It is a gift of Yahawah, and not of work, that any man should boast. For we are his workmanship, created in Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai, unto good works which Yahweh has ordained that we should walk in them. Reading from Galatians chapter 4, beginning at verse 6. And because ye are sons, Yahweh has sent forth the Spirit of his sons into your hearts, crying, Abba, Father. Wherefore thou art no more a servant, but a son, and if a son, then as heir of Yahweh through Hamashiach. Howbeit then, when ye knew not Yahweh, ye did service unto them which by nature are no gods. But now after that ye have known Yahweh, or rather are known of Yahweh, how turn ye again to the weak and beggarly elements, whereunto ye desire again to be in bondage? We are not servants, but sons of Yahweh, and now being sons of Yahweh, we are heirs of Yahweh through Hamashiach. And you not know Yahweh, you did service unto him, which by nature aren't no gods. But now that you know Yahweh, turn you again to the weak and beggarly elements, where you desire again to be in bondage. I'm reading from Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven, a time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted, a time to kill, a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to cry and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance. I'm reading from Luke chapter 14, verses 24, beginning at verse 24. For I say unto you that none of those men which were bidden shall taste of my supper. And there went great multitudes with him. And he turned and said unto them, If any man come to me, and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, yea, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple. And whosoever does not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. For which of you, intending to build a tower, sitteth not down first and counteth the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish it? Only the elect will be chosen by Yahweh Shai shall be called to his supper, and great multitudes with him. And he said, If any man come to me, and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brother and sister, and you, his own life, he cannot be my disciple. And whoever doesn't bear his cross and comes after me cannot be my disciple. All praises and honor and glory to Yahawah, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Ha, Rakah, Quadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders who are teaching the truth and shalom to the hopeful elect pushing the word to the four corners of the earth. Until next time, shalom.